Hi guys and welcome to Tailored Talk. Now YouTuber Foodie Beauty has always complained about harassment and stalking from everyone, including reactors.
Sit the F down, go do some crappy mukbangs no one's gonna watch. These women are on retainer, like just waiting for anyone to be like, ooh, someone wants to talk about Chantel? Sure, Farida, it's Valentine's Day. Are you just happen to be hanging around watching, just waiting for somebody to need you for translation?
Now we're going to examine what possessed her to contact an innocent third party and drag him into girl world. Now let's start from the beginning. It all started 2 months ago when FFG decided to stretch her creative wings and focus on a traveling vlogger for new content. This young man was a flourishing YouTuber called Traveler's Tale. He is 22 years old, he's American, and his real name is Everest. Everest appeared to be charming, conventionally attractive, and likable. He quickly became a popular hit with FFG and her girl gang.
So 3 to 6 feet of snow, possibly 8 feet in some places. But I don't know the way he films all this. I love the whole thing. The way it looks, the vibe of it. He's so quiet. He's such a little temper, you know. Oh, I love it. It'll be the biggest storm I've ever been through. He's like hype about digging out the van.
Just a second ago, a cop came up to me to make sure I was okay, because who would be crazy enough to come up here during a snowstorm this size?
Okay, you guys are digging it. I'm reading your comments. Some of y'all think he's good looking. You think he's hot. Put me in that van. So damn cute. He's like a real outdoorsy guy. He's going skiing. He's like a real good skier. His first name is Everest. Because, like, of course it is. What other kind of first name would this guy have? He's half French. He cooks for himself in the little van. And when he made, for example, bœuf bourguignon, he called it bœuf bourguignon because he's half French. He's got the ennui. There's something about this guy.
All right, let's get this powder.
Oh my God. And look at the smile plastered on his face the whole time. He's loving this. It's not fake. Like, there's people out there who actually love winter this much. I can't relate, but I love to watch it.
Through social media, Everest quickly found out about FFG and her girl gang. He left a message in her comments, but FFG couldn't find it, so he decided to say a polite hello and introduce himself in her DMs. And of course, she told her girl gang about the news.
Since we've now discussed Evie, let's discuss Evie. Let me get my little side chat. I got to open my Instagram. Hold on. Instagram. Everest Maher. So on Sunday at 11 p.m., although I didn't see it on Sunday because I never fucking see anything on Instagram, Evie messaged your girl, okay? And he said, "Hey, Frenchie, I left a super long comment answering all of your questions on one of your first videos you made about me. I assume you never saw it because you never mentioned it on stream. I'm sure you can search for it if you want to see it." So Frenchie reads that and goes, "Holy shit," and goes running back to every single video we've ever made about Evie, and I can't find the comment. So I think Google must have like soaked it up. You know, Google has like filters, let's say. If Google gets it, I can't even see that comment. So I'm thinking that must have happened because there's no comment there. Okay. The Rosa incident is the next message that he sends to me. Okay. Because you remember in one of our first videos, we were discussing back and forth the dynamic of him and Rosa, and we watched a video of his and a video of Rosa. And I don't know, we went hard. We were kind of schmucks in hindsight. We were just very, very abrasive, as this group tends to be. Okay. he let me know that Rosa has ghosted him since she left him. Um, but after the video that we made about the two of them, she actually reached out to him and like told him how uncomfortable the whole thing made her. So that was weird for him because he's like heartbroken, right? She left him and she ghosted him, and finally you're contacted, and it's like to be bitched out because of a rando making videos and the girl gang going too hard on them. So about the videos, he goes, I don't mind it at all. A few channels do commentary on my stuff, and I think as long as it's in good faith, it's fine. And he says, also, I'll do a live stream sometime soon to announce a ton of new content I'm making, and I'd love to have you all there. So now he sent that on Sunday. On Monday, I see the message and I go, oh my God, Everest, hi. Nice to hear from you. The girls and I are huge fans and supporters. We just love everything you put out. You are so talented and seem wise beyond your years. About Rosa, I definitely understand it may have made her or you uncomfortable. I promise we will fuck off with the Rosa versus you commentary during reactions. I apologize that we made you guys feel that bad or brought up the past in any way. It wasn't kind and it will not happen again. I'd like to keep reacting to you if that's okay. We really do enjoy your content and all the hard work you put into your editing. Think of us as your older aunties just keeping an eye out for you and wishing you'd eat more calories, man. Your channel is amazing. Please keep the amazing content coming and keep going. You've got an amazing future in front of you. If you're ever near Montreal, it would be my honor to hook you up with some hearty soup and bread. Take care, Evie. And I sent him a smile and a French fry. Then he answered back like an hour later. He goes, thank you. I love the videos. People always send them to me as soon as you stream them. Oh, sound like somebody who can't stand us? Does that sound like someone who's sickened? No, that sounds like somebody who's getting a fucking kick out of this. Okay? Quote again, I love the videos.
It really sounded like FFG, her girl gang, and Everest were striking up an innocent, charming, budding friendship. Until one day, Foodie Beauty took it upon herself to DM Everest personally through his Instagram account to try to turn Everest against FFG. She slid into his DMs, then released them without his permission. She released partial screenshots. This is footage from Just Breezing today's video, showing Foodie Beauties and Everest's DMs.
Because you will need your money. All right, let's look at these DMs. So I can't see the first thing he says, but she says, yeah, true. Oh, I doubt she would say anything nasty about you. She lusts over you, lol. But in general, she is just an internet bully big time, and you seem too nice for them, lol. He said, yeah, it's a little creepy seeing as how her entire fan base is twice my age. She says, LMAO, and she shamed me for being with a 29-year-old and called him a soft bitch when he did nothing to them bunch of weirdos, lol. Hopefully you are far away from Montreal. I had a fashion show there and she showed up uninvited, lol. He responded, yeah, I'm on the West Coast, haha. And then he said, I guess perks of being YouTubers, eh? And she said, hee hee, yes, for sure. YouTubers can work from anywhere. It is awesome. This is weird. Foodie.
What I find strange is Foodie constantly tells reaction channels to leave her alone and find new content. When FFG then finds new content that's happy to be covered, Foodie then inserts herself into a new situation, contacts complete strangers, contacts FFG's new content to manipulate them into trashing FFG. Now, because Foodie has a history of lying about everything, there was a lot of chaos over whether the DMs were even true, especially as Everest responses didn't have the blue check mark. Girl Gang were clearly not happy with Everest's alleged comments and they went to his channel to let him know. But FFG always kept a calm head and always told her Girl Gang to keep any negativity off of his channel. While hosting a live stream, FFG texted Everest asking him if the DMs between himself and Foodie were true. About an hour later, he DM'd her back while live, confirming everything.
Okay. I'm gonna say one thing, and before I say a fucking word, I stand by what I said. Nobody, guys, and I really mean this, nobody go over there and send him hateful shit at all. Okay? You enjoy the content, watch the content. You don't enjoy the content, don't watch the content. He's 22 years old. He didn't ask for any of this shit, but it has just been confirmed to me that yes, he was DMing with Chantal, and yes, apparently those messages were real. And yes, what he said about the girl gang and that it's creepy, double his age and stuff. He apparently did say all that. Huh. Sounds like he's talking like a robot. It sounds like his messages sound like you're talking to creator support. He's talking in accordance to YouTube terms of service. Anyway, all I'm going to say is that I will not be reacting to Evie anymore. But I really do mean it. Nobody be mean to him, okay? It's just, it's done. That's done for me. Back to Chantal. I think it's kind of fucked. I'm going to say one more thing just to, let's say, age shame a group of people that you were hoping would support your live stream. Remember? I hope you'll all be there to support my live stream at 100K. So did you want the support of the group for the 100K, or are they creepy and double your age? I listen. Choices, guy. Choices.
They've talked some more, FFG and Everest, through DMs. Everest has since apologised and says to the Girl Gang and FFG, you can still react to me without a problem. But FFG said that they would be moving on and kindly wished him all the best with his YouTube career. Now, my opinion on the situation. People say that Foodie Beauty may have had outside influence from other creators, but the fact is that Foodie Beauty woke up to that day and decided to do this, and that was her choice. I think she did this for a few reasons. One, she did this to smear FFG as always, and two, because part of her is jealous that FFG struck up an innocent friendship with a conventionally attractive, young, outgoing guy, which is something that Foodie can't do without a debit card. There's also the hypocrisy of lying and saying that FFG was lusting after him when last year she allegedly bragged about hooking up with a 22-year-old herself. I think that Foodie Beauty, even at nearly 40, she tends to sexualize every guy that she comes into contact with. So when she talks about FFG lusting after him, she's just projecting because she can't fathom, men and women just being friends because she thinks like a teenager herself. So she contacted Everest to manipulate this young man, pretended that she cared about him when a few weeks ago at her mother's house before she left for Kuwait the second time, she was calling him a loser despite FFG. So the fact that she manipulated him to say all those things and then release the DMs in attempt to soil Everest's name has just made Foodie look horrendous, as usual. So now my thoughts on Everest in this situation. Now, any victim of sexualization has the right to their opinion. Everest had a right to find them creepy or find the attention from the girl gang unwanted. But the issue here is that Everest found them creepy or unpleasant, but still slid into FFG's DMs, knowing how he felt about them. And I find this strange. So FFG's girl gang shouldn't have left negative comments, but Everest would sweet talk the girl gang and sweet talk and charm FFG, saying that he liked the attention. Everest would say, "You guys are funny, girl gang, come over to my live stream. We can all have a little fun there." He would say one thing to the girl gang, charming them to get more subs, and then act completely different with a random Jane Doe in the DMs. In my opinion, FFG and the girl gang had every right to feel used. They had every right to feel manipulated. In the DMs with Foodie, it didn't even sound like Everest liked them very much. For him, I definitely think it's all about getting to that 100,000 sub count. That's his goal. And Everest, you were perfectly willing to manipulate a naive group that you labeled as creepy as long as your sub count went up. You know, in my opinion, it just makes you look really dishonest, two faced, and a little too cunning for your own good. So Foodie never learns from anything. But next time, Everest, maybe you may want to Google people who are contacting you before you have deep conversations with them. So, guys, that's the end of the deep dive. Let me know what you think about this situation in the comments. Was Foodie right to contact Everest? What do you think of the girl gang and their initial reaction? Um, what do you think of Everest? Where do you think his YouTube channel goes from here? Do you think that Foodie had outside influences telling her what to do? Does that really matter? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a great day.